Hey, what's up? What's going on, my peeps, my peoples? Loving hip hop. New York, season 8, episode 3, Bodied. I guess because we got Sophia the Body. We have Little Mo, in the park. I don't know which park she's at, but she got a piano and she's singing out there. She's singing out there in the streets. Our God, they didn't have her on a stage. They didn't have her in a concert venue. They had her singing out on the streets for free. I guess they got to start how they start. I guess Little Mo has been off the scene. She's been touring. She's been busy. I know she got fired from a radio station. Her husband's been cheating on her. And supposedly he's been cheating on her with 3 women. And he's being accused of being homosexual as well. I don't know if it's true, but it's in the slideshow. But we know Little Mo, when she was on R&B Divas, her first husband, I guess, they was involved in threesomes and things like that. So I don't know if he was actually cheating with Little Mo's permission, and maybe there was one woman that he didn't have permission to cheat with, because she doesn't seem like she's bothered by the cheating. But now we know that Little Mo has turned Muslim. She's Islamic, or Islam, she said. And I just saying, when I grew up with girls that was Muslim, they never took off their head wrap, and it was always wrapped up. So I guess maybe you can not have on your headdress or your wrap and stuff like that and be fully clothed at all times. So maybe there is some leeway to it. But when I was growing up, and the girls in my neighborhood, they stayed clothed. Only time I saw them take off, their headdress and wasn't fully clothed is they was in the house, in their house, not in somebody else's house, but in their home or whatever. So then, she meets up with, Remy Ma and Papoose, and, they're talking about, Little Mo talks about, shit that she's been going through, things that she's been through. And we find out her and Remy Ma are really good friends. They traveled a lot. They knew each other for like 10 years. They got each other's back or whatever. And, they talk about family. They talk about rumors. And Little Mo talks about all the rumors out there in the streets about her, the cheating and having to block people. And she don't want to show people that she's happy, because anybody sees her happy, they try to bring her down and things like that. And Remy Ma was like, just block them. Get your block game up tight. Yeah, you got to block them. Haters are always lurking to get at you. And then, Little Mo talks about that, she has like anxiety, separation anxiety, being away from her kids, her husband, and all this other stuff. And Papoose is like, I feel you, I understand that. And so Remy Ma was like, don't go there, Papoose. They got a whole football team. They got mad kids. And so, Little Mo says that she has 8 kids, and then Papoose says, how many you have with him? Her husband, that's the boxer. And she says 1. So it is what it is. And so basically Little Mo's going to try to keep her head up, focus on the music, and just basically stay inspired. And so then we get to Mariah Lynn. She's chilling with Dream Doll. Oh, I don't like Dream Doll. I realize she's from the Bad Girls Club, and she really beat up Kaylin so bad. So it seems like now the reason why she wants to go at Mariah Lynn, because Mariah Lynn is kind of Caucasian, and she's skinny like Kayla, and she thinks that she can punk her. In my opinion, I might be wrong, but I don't know why Dream Doll wants to go at Mariah Lynn when they just did this scene where they cool, they're the Gwennon team, they're working together, and they like each other, money over everything, get that bag. But it seems like that has gone all out the window. And we haven't seen Safari in this episode, so I guess Dream Doll was like, she can't rely on Safari for a storyline. So the next best thing is to get at Mariah Lynn, in my opinion. And so, Mariah Lynn is talking about James R. to, Dream Doll, saying that, things ain't going right. And he acted up the last time that they was together, and he was going against, the Gwennon team or whatever. But he is having a video shoot, and she's going to show up and be there. And so we'll see how that goes. And then we have Anais, and, Navarro. They meet up and they're talking. And basically we get to hear some of the things about Anais, that she was in the business when she was a young girl. She got taken advantage of. She got robbed. She had a bunch of bloodsuckers, and she's trying to build a career back. It took her a lot to get back into the business, to get back into the industry, to even still have love to do music and perform. And so you can see why she has this thick thick skin. And I guess Navarro really, you know, kind of calmed her down, and she really believes in him, and she really believes that he believes in her. So that's why she's so comfortable with, you know, being around him, sending him pictures. But the pictures that she sent him, basically about business pictures. So she meet up with him, and she was like, yo, I don't like the way your wifey came at me, how she was like rude and disrespectful. She turned around in the chair, she called me a broke bitch and this and that and all this other stuff. And so she started crying. She said, you took a lot from me. She was like, yo, if you don't have my back as my manager, and then the co-partner don't got my back, then you know what, I'm just gonna say I'm done with it all. I'm just good with it. I'm just not gonna do it no more. And you know, she's crying. Navarro was like, nah, I gotta work this out. And she's just like, she's pouring out her heart to him, to tell her how she feels like she was disrespected. She feels like, you know, that, you know, his wife or his baby mama came at her so wrong, because she had no intent to like sleep with him or be with him. Because as you see now in this scene, she's not flirting with Navarro, whatever. It's serious, it's business. But I think she developed that friendship, and it's probably hard for her to trust people. So we'll see how it goes for the rest of the season. And then we get so then from there, you know, Navarro is like, he got to do something. So he's going to try to work things out. He's going to check out Rich Dollaz. But we get James R. He's mad at Mariah Lynn. He meets up with Sophia the Body to ask her to be in his video. Sophia the Body was like, I got a man. I don't do videos anymore. She was like, I'm the hottest thing that was walking in these music videos. She named all these guys she did music videos with, but now she is a DJ and she's working on being a DJ. I forgot. She said something else she was working on. But, you know, she's just working on being a DJ. And so, James R. asked her to be in his video, and she was like, nah. But she said, I'll get in your video only if you get on the track for me, you know, because she DJs and maybe, you know, she'll blow up. And she was like, you're so convincing, James. And James is flirting with her, trying to get with her, romance her, you know, in this, you know, this spa, drinking wine, steam spa, whatever. He's making sure that coochie's clean before he hit it. He's like that type of dude to me. You got to wash up before you have sex with him. And then on top of that, he's flirting with her straight up. But I guess James R., he has a daughter, and, you know, he worked with, you know, Jim Jones, and he worked with Dipset, and I think he worked with somebody else in New York. So basically, like, he did some collaborations with other artists from New York. I guess it's in the slideshow how many artists he worked with. And, you know, I just wanted to find out who he was. So he's worth $200,000. You know what I mean? Yeah, a lot of us want $200,000 right now. Shit. So anyways, and he came up from the hard knocks, the hard streets, and blah, blah, blah. That's his story. That's what I found out about him. And so then, you know, Sophia the Body is gonna be is gonna be in James R's video, so we're gonna see how that get down. And so we get, you know, we get Navarro. He meets up with Richie Dollar basically to tell him the situation that's going on with Ashley and Anais, how they got into it, fighting. And he was like, yo, I need your help, Rich Dollaz. Rich Dollaz was like, I'm kind of mad right now. I'm arguing with the bartender because they don't have salsa water. And Navarro was like, you're not drinking? He was like, nah, it's too early for me to drink. You know, Rich is trying to take care of his body. You go, Rich, but you still sitting at the bar. What are you waiting for? A Pacific time for you to get drunk? I'm like, Rich Dollaz is too much. So Rich gives him advice to sit them both down and talk to him. Let his girlfriend know, and let Anais know how very important and special they are, and how they have to work as a team and get shit together, and they're about that money, about that bag, and let them put them both on the pedestal at the same damn time, and put common sense in their brain, and they should get it. And so Navarro was like, all right. And Rich Dollaz was like, I've been through this, I've been to that. I did it with Erica Mena, I did it with Olivia, I done did it. So I know the playbook. So I'm like, okay, Rich Dollaz, we got you. And so Navarro's on his way to get these two women together to get it down pack. And so we have Juju looking good as usual. Why is everybody at the park where Juju and Remy Ma's at? They both got the same blue chair. So is there a park? Is that the same park that, you know, Little Mo was performing at, singing? So is there a Pacific Park that's in New York where they have chairs for the patrons that visit the park? If that is, that's cool. Or is it VH1 chairs? So anyways, Remy Ma and Juju meet up, and Remy Ma's talking about the IVF and how busy she is and how she's been working and all this other stuff, and she's gonna try to make time to do the IVF. She thinks she can do everything else. Juju was like, nah, you really gotta slow down, you gotta take it easy, you can't have no stress in your life or whatever. And then Juju opens up to us, and she lets us know that she has tried the IVF, trials to try to get pregnant. She tried for so long. I guess she tried for years or whatever, because, she wasn't being able to get pregnant by none other than, what's his name? Cameron. So she wasn't able to get pregnant by Cameron, and she said, she felt like less of a woman. She felt like she wasn't a whole woman. Remy Ma was like, nah, I don't feel that way. And she was like, Cameron has a son already. I wanted to have a son with the man that I love, and I can't have a son with him. Not a son. Can't have a baby with him or whatever. And so, Juju, she feels bad about that. But you know what? If Juju it doesn't make you less of a woman, because the women that I see on a daily basis and hear on a daily basis with kids, oh my God. It's sad that some people are blessed with kids and some people are not. So then on top of that, we move on to Remy Ma's like, damn, I didn't know this, son. So I guess we get into more intimate details about Juju and what she's been going through with Cameron. I don't know if we're ever going to see Cameron. I guess Mona hasn't made that bag properly yet for Cameron to get on TV, because Cameron is entertaining, but he got to get that bag. And so we got Little Mo. She tells us that she changed to Islamic. She's been Islam she did it 3 years ago or whatever. So, and she's in the house praying. Her husband comes in and he's talking to her, and they're talking about how they got to get back on point. She got to go start back working. He got to get back to work because he was injured. So that's why he was out of work and all that other good stuff. It looks like he's just been chilling, and he's counting out Little Mo to bring that bag. He doesn't look like he's prepared to bring that bag back in, and I don't think he really wants to probably get back in the ring. But anyways, they hug each other, and they also say that we're going to have to be apart from each other, this and that. And he says that when he goes to training that everybody's cut off. He has to cut off his babies, his wife, and everything's about him. He has to be selfish for himself. Whoa, okay, you selfish motherfucker, you go do your thing, just like you probably been cheating on Little Mo. And Little Mo was like, no, I don't like that. Well, I guess, I know when Floyd trains, he's very, I heard about some of his training, but I don't, this dude, I know Floyd Mayweather, but I guess their training really has to be that serious, or you be like Adrian Boner. So anyways, and so he hugs Little Mo and says, I love you. He was like, yo, you always been there for me, but there's been one other person that was there for me that's outside of my family. That's the only person other than you that's been there for me. Little Mo's getting jealous. She was like, yo, so who you talking about? Who's this other person? Don't make me wild out. He was like, nah, chill out. Come on. So basically it seems like, and Little Mo's like, don't let me choke a bitch up. Don't let me do this or whatever. So it seems like that maybe he be throwing these women in Little Mo's face. Is this just for TV to try to get her jealous when they're trying to get rid of these cheating allegations? Or is this going to add on to their storyline where his dirt is actually going to come out? Or is there really just another woman? Or is he just joking? So anyways, we'll find out somehow, some way. And so we get to Brittany. She's chilling with Jaquay and Dream Doll and DJ Self, basically, and they are beating this in the ground. They are talking about none other than Bianca. And then, Brittany, she actually solidified what, Bianca was saying when Bianca said that she got with that DJ, whoever his name, Rags, Red, or whatever his name is. When she got with him, Bianca was with him first, and then once they cut ties, they got with Brittany, and Brittany said that when she got with them, that she ended up going, like, her songs were hotter than, Bianca, and so Bianca got jealous. To me, I think whoever that DJ, Rags, Red, or whatever, they distanced themselves from Bianca. They got with her and tried to make Bianca jealous and tried to turn her into Bianca. I think they tried to turn Brie into Bianca, or try to give her the same type of playbook, because they were lazy or whatever. And so then that's how I think they pitted both of them against each other. And I think Brie took it way too far, because she ain't even working with that artist no more. So it seems like whoever that producer or whoever he was, he used both of them up, threw them to the side, and now he ain't got nothing to do with them, and they're sitting here fighting each other, which don't make no sense. But it makes more sense of what Bianca said, that they tried to make this girl be her because they just used the same rule book, the same handbook. They didn't switch it up. They didn't try to change it up. You know what I mean? Because people are lazy like that. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. And so Dream Doll says that she said that, when she was doing a performance, Bianca was there, whatever. And, Brittany was about to perform. And then Bianca ran up there with like 4 goons or whatever. And they was about to jump Brittany. But she jumped across the table. She did this. She did that. She stopped it from happening. Then Brittany said when she sees, Bianca, that she's going to punch her in the face or whatever. And so now, Dream Doll wants to get in the middle of it. She wants to meet up with Bianca and squash this beef and squash this stuff. And she wants Bianca to apologize with her. And she was like, and so then Brittany was like, you better be careful because that, Bianca runs with Mariah Lynn and you be working with Mariah Lynn. And so now some DJ Self was like, oh no, the winning team is straight. Let's not start talking about this. Let's not get Mariah Lynn and Dream Doll beefing, because we know what happened last season. DJ Self had 2 girls that were beefing, so it seems like history is going to probably repeat itself unless somebody can get in and intervene in this situation, because Dream Doll thinks that she got it going on with them raggedy ass wigs on her head. She had the orange wig on, Kool-Aid wig, Ronald McDonald wig on when she was talking to what's her name, Mariah Lynn. And then now she has it all fuzzy and she has this headband on that on the one side, if I tried to get the picture in my slideshow, where it's falling off and it's coming off as she shakes her head, whatever medallions that she put on and she glued onto that thing is falling off or whatever. So it is what it is. So we got Navarro and Anais and Ashley. They meet up and actually they work it out. Anais walked in, was like, she sat down, and then Navarro gave her a kiss and a hug or whatever, and he was like, oh, you changed your hair? She was like, yeah, I gotta change it up because I'm a broke bitch. I was like, Anais reminds me of the females I used to know back in Manhattan on Broadway in Amsterdam. She reminds me of the Dominican females that used to be over there, where like she ain't really trying to screw Navarro or whatever. That's what it seems like, but who knows? And she knows who to play with, who not to play with. You know what I mean? But anyways, she was like, so anyways, they come. Anais explains that, hey, listen, I'm not sending naked pictures to him. I'm sending pictures of what I'm going to be wearing when I go do a promotion, when I go to a video shoot, when I'm out or whatever. My manager needs to know what I have on to make sure I look right so he can tell me or not. So that's why I'm sending the picture. So it seems like Anais could be getting dressed in the morning, could be getting dressed in the middle of the night or whatever, trying on her outfits and sending Navarro the pictures to make sure he gets the okay, because she still needs that confidence boost and that help to make sure she looks right and he gives her the okay, because if he sees her somewhere looking rough or whatever, he's probably gonna be like, yo, that was a bad look. But this blonde wig she have on is really a bad look, but hey, it's whatever. I think if she had a darker wig on and it wasn't like covering her forehead, she'll be alright. And Ashley's pretty. She got her shit together. She looks good. So Ashley was like, you know what? I'm sorry. I came off that way, whatever. And I understand. You just got to respect me. So they're talking about they're going to respect each other, get that bag, get that money, and work together. Navarro's happy with that. Thank God. But Navarro's nervous because he does not know how long this is going to last. But so far, he's all right. How long it ever lasts or whatever. So then we get Dream Doll and she meets up with Bianca, and basically Dream Doll didn't give Bianca a chance to talk. Bianca was trying to tell her what was going on, what was popping off with Brittany, and Dream Doll was like, yo, you ran up on her, you tried to jump her. Every time you see her, it's like is on GP with her, whatever. And she was like, yo, if you try to mess with her in front of, and if you try to pop off on her when I'm there, then we're gonna have to pop off. I'm gonna have to jump in or whatever. And then I don't know, since you up there since you chilling with Mariah Lynn or whatever, so then now I got beef with Mariah Lynn, we got beef or whatever. And she was like, well then Mariah, so then Dream Doll put Mariah Lynn into the situation when she wasn't in the situation. She was just cool with Mariah Lynn, but see how shady she just changed up on Mariah Lynn? She's cool with her, working with her, getting that bag together, but yet she's throwing her in the beef that she's no part of, and she's trying to say, she's not even trying to talk to Mariah Lynn to see if she even have a beef with Britney. She was just like, since you're going at Britney, and I know Mariah Lynn's gonna be in on it, so then, Britney has beef with Mariah Lynn, and she's kind of like saying that she got beef with Mariah Lynn, and that's gonna be it. And she was like, and so Bianca was like, whatever. She was like, yo, if you want up on her and you can't be jumping at her or popping off on her on sight in front of me or whatever. She goes, I already did that already. Bianca's so shady. Bianca's like, I already did that already. Every time I see it, it's on. And she was like, it's already there. Like, what, you not saying nothing new? She was like this, and Bianca was like, you're talking crazy. She was like, you want me to sit down and listen to you, but every time I sit down here and try to listen to you guys talk crazy. She was like, so now you brought me here to talk crazy to me. And it seems like, Dream Doll brought her there to talk crazy. Dream Doll was ready to rumble with ready to rumble with Bianca. She was ready to get that with Bianca or whatever. And she called Bianca a savage. Yeah, she's a savage. I hope Bianca drops you. I really do. I don't believe in that, but it just seems like what Dream Doll did to Kayla and how she acts and how she approached the situation. I think somebody more mature should approach this situation. Maybe they should have got, I don't know who they should have got from the show. Only person I think is mature is like Pat Poos and and what's her name, Remy Ma, to like kind of like squash this, because Self wouldn't know what to do. They would have ran circles around Self. So Remy Ma and Pat Poos are the only ones I think could have calmed that situation, because Richie tried to do it already and they ran circles around him. So anyways, Dream Dolls are jumping into a beef that probably might affect her financially, and maybe it won't. But now she's going to be having beef at her place of business. So it is what it is. And that's what she wanted. And basically, Dream Doll is tired of her friend getting punked or being beat up or whatever. So she just wants to step in and let her know that if you come at Britney while I'm there, I'm jumping in or whatever. Especially if it's you. So what does that mean? That you going to jump Bianca? Well, so I guess it is what it is with this situation. Bianca was like, I can't believe if I knew I was going to waste my time talking to this girl, she's going to just talk crazy, because she didn't even let her talk. She didn't try to get anything out. She didn't try to hear the story of the situation or try to hear both sides of the story, put it together to see how they can work it out. Because Dream Doll could have said, how can we make the situation better? How can it be where you don't want to fight, Britney? Like, how can we cure the situation? We can stop this. Not what happened, but how can we come to a conclusion, a solution for the situation? She wasn't trying to hear it. So it is what it is. And then you got Little Mo. She sits down with her son and she talks to her son about Googling her or whatever. And the son was like, yeah, I heard daddy was cheating and this and that. I wonder if her son saw the gay stuff. And she was like, you're going to have to be daddy when he's gone or whatever. It's like, damn. This kid can't even be a kid. He's only 8 years old. He's seeing all these cheating rumors, all these rumors about his father, his mother, and all this other stuff. He probably saw the other rumors about, Little Mo and her first husband and the threesomes. Then on top of that, Little Mo's telling him to be the goddamn man of the house or whatever. He's a child. Why can't this boy just be a child? And so Little Mo was like, do you think I should pop up on the people that spreaded the rumors, that said them things? He was like, nah. How you going to ask your son, should I go attack them people? Should I go do this or whatever? Kind of like, come on. And Little Mo, why would you put your son in a situation talking about Googling you and all this other stuff and reliving this moment that he relived before? Because this is not something that's brand new. This is something that you was like, oh, this would be interesting to say so people can know how these websites and these things hurt people. Yeah, we know that, but you doing this to your son is doing more damage. It's not helping him. And then you talk about that son don't fall because we don't have insurance. So like he probably needs a little bit of counseling, but I don't know if your religion allows you guys to have counseling, because I don't know that type of intimate details of what you guys are allowed to do and are not allowed to do. So I'm like, whatever. And so when you get James R, you already know he met her with Sophia the Body. He was flirting with her. He also told Sophia the Body that he's not with Mariah Lynn anymore or whatever because she went against him and all that other good stuff. And so she agreed to do his video, and James R agreed to rap on one of her mixtapes or whatever. So they're at the video shoot and they're making out. Like, it's supposed to be like making out sexy scene or whatever. And he was like, I can feel that chemistry. She was like, I can feel the chemistry. I can feel that energy. And it's like, you know, even though Sophia the Body says she had a man, but it don't seem like it. And so Mariah Lynn, she walks in, and Mariah Lynn kisses, you know, James R. Hey, babe, what's going on? What's good? And so up out of nowhere, you know, Sophia the Body was like, I thought you wasn't with her no more. I thought she wasn't your girlfriend. I thought you left her alone. So Sophia the Body, if you got a man and you don't want nothing with James R. or anything like that, why would you even throw up that he told you that he's not with Mariah Lynn anymore? Is that any of your business? Is that any of your concern? Your business is supposed to be shooting the video and him getting on a tape. Why are you jumping in? Because it's not like, so what is it? So was you feeling James R. a little bit? Did you really believe that he was going to buy you the world and take you and do all these wonderful things with you that he probably told you and whispered in your ear to? You really believe that? And so then, you know, Mariah Lynn, she sat down on the bed and she was like, so what you, so is he did he try to kick it with you? Was he trying to get with you? And Sophia the Body was like, of course. She was like, of course. So she was like, oh, so tell me what happened. So you told her that you wasn't with me. And then Mariah Lynn, so you knew he had a girlfriend. You knew he was with me or whatever. And so Mariah Lynn was like, so you already knew he had a girlfriend. You knew he was with me. So, you know, even though he told you that story, you could have found out basically, but Mariah Lynn didn't say that. And so then Sophia the Body was like, if you be quiet, if you shut up and you let me tell you, then I'll tell you. And the way she said it like that, Mariah Lynn just jumped over. They fell on the floor. Mariah Lynn said she punched her in her face or whatever. Then Mariah Lynn was acting up. James R, he tried to grab Mariah Lynn's arm, but he didn't. He just let her go because he knew that was a good scene. Because as skinny as Mariah Lynn is, he could have just picked Mariah Lynn up and carried her out if he wanted to. And push Sophia the Body backwards or whatever, but he didn't. He wanted that to go down. I could tell he liked it. He liked when women fight over him. He's just one of them dudes. And he's conceited. And so Mariah Lynn and, you know, Sophia the Body get into Mariah Lynn was like, I'm Gwen team. I'm with the Gwen team. I'm Gwen in this. I'm Gwen in that. And so Sophia the Body was like, oh, go back to them old ass men. I think she said the N-word, but she said, go back to them old ass men. They don't even want you anymore. I was like, oh, Sophia the Body, why'd you go there? Why you say that? Why you say that about Richie D? Why you say that about Rich? Why you say it about DJ Self? And then Mariah Lynn goes, oh, shut up. Yeah, I know you got all them bodies on you. I don't even know you. I know your body count is quadruple. And it's like they're going at it. And Mariah Lynn was like, that's why you got punched in the eye. And then Mariah Lynn is singing. James R was like, forget Mariah Lynn, forget this or whatever. So maybe Sophia the Body and James R is going to hook up. Now Mariah Lynn is going to have beef with Sophia the Body and gonna be going back and forth with James, probably arguing some shady crap. And then now she's gonna have beef at work with, you know, Dream Doll, if Self don't, you know, squash that. So we'll see what happens. You guys tell me what you think about the episode. Peace. I'm out.